If you struggle with shyness or social anxiety, check out our free No BS training course with actual useful advice you can do from home. None of that just get out there nonsense. The link is in the description below. For now, let's get to today's question.
The question: how would you explain the difference between introversion, shyness, and insecurity? Answer by Rebecca Knowles. Two introverts walk into a bar. Liam and Alex are at the local wood-paneled pub having lunch, an incongruous combination of veggie burgers with bacon. They cancel each other out, says Liam. They are both handsome, soft-spoken 22-year-old college seniors, graduating this spring with honors. They are housemates who have been known to finish each other's sentences. Most importantly, they are self-proclaimed introverts. This post probably explains it better. How to overcome shyness, the ultimate 3-step guide. Mobita asked Liam about this coming Saturday night, and he says, "Well, I'll probably chill with my roommates. We jam. I'm on the keyboards. I'll probably have dinner with some friends. We'll end up eating out though we're trying to cook more. I'm still lousy, but I'm learning. I make a mean pad thai. Even never been a raging party guy, it's not my scene." Ask Alex the same question, and y'all get pretty much the same answer, except for guitar and pulled pork sliders replacing their counterparts. But Harry's one other tweak: even never been a raging party guy. I always think I'm going to say something stupid. Now, you may be a non-anxious introvert like Liam. You may love solitude and intimate gatherings but remain comfortable being seen by others. Not loving huge parties or group work is preference, not fear. But you can also be a socially anxious introvert, like Alex. Lately, as introversion is validated and empowered, I hear folks like Liam and Alex proudly describing themselves as introverts, which is liberating and game-changing. But those similar to Alex still feel that something's off. To be sure, with Alex's social anxiety comes other, valuable, stuff. The socially anxious among us often have deep emotional empathy. We are finely attuned to the feelings of others. We are the diplomats, the ambassadors. We navigate a multicultural, 21st century world with sensitivity and care. But sometimes our social antennae are too sensitive. Its social smoke alarm goes off too readily. Social anxiety is the third most common psychological disorder, right after the big boys of depression and alcoholism. Up to 13% of American adults will have social anxiety that reaches clinical proportions in their lifetime. A whopping 90% of people will describe themselves as shy at some point during their lives. And, of course, who doesn't have socially awkward moments? Answer: no one. Well, okay, maybe psychopaths, but who wants to be one of them? Although introversion and social anxiety may look like a psychological potato, they're really more like apples and oranges. How can you tell the difference between social anxiety and introversion? What's the bright line between an introverted temperament to be honored and social fear to be challenged? Let's check out 4 of the biggest differences. Introversion is a part of your inherent personality from the womb, dyed-in-the-wool trait. And while those who are socially anxious also carry a genetic predisposition toward it, there's more than just temperament at play. In an indelicate analogy, genetics loads the gun, but experience pulls the trigger. 2 things happen to make us socially anxious. The first is learning. One way or another, we learn mistakenly that we don't measure up to scrutiny. We might absorb the worries of a parent who frets about what the neighbors think, internalize the social pressure to be outgoing when we're anything but, or be seared by a social trauma like bullying. However social anxiety works its way into our brain, we somehow grow to believe at a young age that people will judge us and find us lacking. Answer by Alexander Matthew Peach. Introversion, I would suggest, is the tendency to draw energy primarily from oneself, as opposed to those around you. Introverts, like myself, can be confident and outgoing, but still absolutely need copious amounts of alone time to recharge their batteries for the next social occasion. As an introvert, I often find social occasions quite tiring, and so I need to regularly desocialize. Shyness seems to be simply the tendency to avoid social interaction and can be highly contextual. An otherwise outgoing person might be extremely shy whilst amongst people they fancy. For example, insecurity, I think, basically entails matters for individual identity crises. Extreme extroverts have been some of the most insecure people I know, because so much more of the affirmation they need is apparently drawn from those around them. All 3 things are very different, I think. Answer by And Yunhua and Ashley, inner monologue at a party. Introversion sips drink pensively 30 minutes till the 1 hour mark. Shyness, I want to talk to that group of people over there, they look like they're having fun. But what should I say? Insecurity, what if I say something stupid? Do I look normal? What do they think of me? They are not mutually exclusive, and of course all of them are natural tendencies that can be overcome with practice and encouragement.